So we should start with prenatal development, right?
Mkana mnachedwa amafusa. Mali wala kibyo kuna business. Sabia mbele guys sana ni kwa
So we're going to start with the prenatal development as Yeah, so prenatal development, all right? Child development. Basically, in this course, there are different stages or periods forward as a child develops. And one of the periods or stages, that's prenatal development. And under prenatal development, we have also other periods or stages. Here we're talking about germinal period. Germinal period is a stage or during prenatal development. And then the embryonic period is also another period or stage during prenatal development. And then we have fetal period as well as what? The brain. So these are the periods or stages within prenatal development period. Prenatal development is a period on its own. All right? And within that, we have this. So on top of that, there should be written, I think, prenatal development, other than the periods of child development, because prenatal development is just one of the areas or one of the periods or stages of child development. All right? Germinal period. Before this, I gave you some stuff for you to go through or to study. I wanted you and me to appreciate how children or babies grow and develop. That is from conception to, that is before a child is born, all right? And you see him growing and developing right in the womb of the mother, and then time comes when he is born. So from zero to around maybe 1 or 2 years old. So I think you should be from 0 to the time when a child is born. All right? And on that one, what I wanted to put across is we need to know what happens at one particular period of time. What kind of developments takes place? For example, 1 week maybe to what happens. So we need to know about all the things. Okay, and then what I wanted to say is children or babies, they grow in what? They grow in what is so called trimesters. All right? Development of the baby takes place in trimesters. By trimesters, we're talking about what? Trimesters? Three means what? Three. Okay. So we have 3 months, all right, of development. That's first trimester, all right? The first 3 months of development. Thereafter, we go to the second trimester, all right? That is now the second 3 months of development. And then we go to third trimester, all right? Another 3, what? Of what? Development. Okay. Normally a child is born at when he's 9 years. 9 months, eh? Eh? Number one, if he is a baby, that is. A baby boy. All right? 9 months, a child is out. Yeah. And if you are a girl, I think at 8 months, it's okay. Some they are even born when they are 7 months. I don't know if they're also born at 6 months. It's possible? 6 months? It's possible. Can he grow? He or she grow? 6 months? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Germinal period. 2 weeks period after conception. The germinal period is the period of prenatal development that takes place in the first 2 weeks after what? Conception. After what? Conception. After you have conceived. It includes the creation of the fertilized egg called what? A zygote. A cell division and the attachment of the zygote to the what? Uterine what? Wall. Uterus. All right? We're talking about cell division, and then at the same time, we're talking about what? Attachment of the zygote to the uterine wall that takes place within 2 weeks what? 2 week what? Period. The rapid cell division by the zygote continues throughout the germinal period. Remember I said germinal period is just a period within the prenatal what? Development of a baby or babies. By approximately 1 week after conception, the differentiation By approximately a week after conception, the differentiation of these cells, their specialization for different tasks has already begun. Okay. At this stage, the group of cells now called the blastomate consists of an inner mass layer of cells that will eventually develop into the what? Into the trophoblast, an outer layer of cells that later provides nutrition and support for the embryo. So we have taken note of those 2 terms. Plus sex and then trophoblast. We have to know what they are. Not necessarily memorizing, but rather understanding. What are they, please? Can you Google for me? Try to find the meaning of those two terms. Try to find the meaning of this one and this one. Because if you...
blastocyst.
Yes, okay, all right. Between C and the T, yeah.
A blastocyst is a cluster of dividing cells.
A cluster of what?
A blastocyst is a cluster of dividing cells made by a fertilized egg.
Okay.
It's the early stage of an embryo. A blastocyst is one of the steps among many that lead to a pregnancy. A blastocyst forms about 5 to 6 days after a sperm fertilizes an egg.
5 to?
5 to 6 days.
Okay. You are done on that one. Clear on what?
A blastocyst is a cluster of dividing cells.
Cluster, all right? A bundle of
dividing cells.
Okay.
By a fertilized egg. It's an early stage of an embryo. A blastocyst is one of the steps among many that lead to a pregnancy. It usually forms about 5 to 6 days after a sperm fertilizes an egg.
All right. Thank you so much. We are done on that one. Thank you. That one?
That one is trophoblast. Trophoblast, from Greek trophin, are cells forming the outer layer of a blastocyst, which provides nutrients to the embryo and develops into a large part of the placenta.
Okay. You know placenta? What is it? Placenta. We have told about that attachment, right? Zygote attaches itself to uterine wall. So there's an area so-called what? Placenta. Good. Implantation and the attachment of the zygote to the uterine wall takes place about 10 to 41 days after conception. Significant developments during the germinal period. Single cell. It's 1 week. Okay. Single cell from ovary is drawn into fallopian tube at 9 to 16 days of 28 minutes. You see what? Seiko, you please come on, girl, tell us please. What happens? You. It's like your angels, right? We are saying, please, single cell from ovary is drawn into fallopian tube at right time at about 9 to 16 days of 28 day. I thought girls would be number 1 on this one, telling us about this. I'm also a foreigner. I don't know what it means. Me and my friend over there, we don't know. Right? Do you know this?
No, we don't.
We don't know. Tell us, please. Can you teach us? Okay. Let's do this. Can you stand up, Martha? Thank you so much. Come here. Stand here. Yeah, so don't worry, please. Don't worry, please. Not only Martha today, all right? After Martha will come another one. So you take us through, tell us something that's significant developments during the Gemino period. You start from number 1 up to number 3. You explain to us. You read and explain. Yes, thank you so much. This is my seat here. Thank you. After that one, you sit down. Somebody will come again. We have Chikopa here. We have this. Is this a bloom or lake or what?
From Omar is grown into fallopian tubes at 960 days of 28 days menstrual cycle. Can I explain? Okay.
Okay, stand there like this. Champalet, no?
Okay.
Because we want to see eye contact. Uzituona huku. Ujangana huku, then uziforozera huku. Choka.
The cell drops, then it goes to the fallopian tube where it needs what do you call it? The sperm. Yeah, it also means fertilization usually occurs upper tube after 24 hours after ovulation. Yeah. Still got there, ikabaga drop to the fallopian tube. Imabaga that the sperm enters the fallopian tube. Within 24 hours, imabaga fertilize the egg, then it's done after fertilization. Yeah.
Anybody in the team? Anybody in the team? A volunteer? Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm gonna mix with Eugenie. I feel like there's a better explanation here as well. Yes, you will go. I'm going to. So can you go to the previous slide? You find the person that you get this. You Okay, so from the explanation that I have here, it's more broad than. So the germinal period of pregnancy, also known as the pre-embryonic stage, spans the first 2 weeks after conception. This phase is critical as it sets the foundation for the development of the embryo. Here are the significant developments during the germinal period. So there's fertilization, then go to the next. There's fertilization. So from this one it says the process begins when a sperm successfully fertilizes an egg, forming a zygote. This single cell contains all the genetic information necessary for the development of a new individual. Then the second one is cell division. Okay? For cell division in the blastocyst that we said then be with the waiting and it's going to expand.
Okay.
Yeah. Time, please. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Cell division, shortly after fertilization, the zygote begins to divide through a process called cleavage. The zygote undergoes rapid mitotic divisions, forming a multicellular structure called the morula. Single cell from ovary is drawn into a fallopian tube at 9 to 16 days of 28-day menstrual cycle. So let's go. I want to explain the public explain for the 8-day menstrual cycle. We all know how this goes when you guys' bodies go into that phase. Most of you call it what do you call it? My days are really safe and days are not safe. So there are days that you can get pregnant. Straight up, yeah. Okay, so you're safe or you're not safe. You're either gonna get pregnant or not. Anyway,
So 1960 the fetal days?
What?
1916?
Yes.
next,
Mm.
which one?
Mm.
So from this Ujini, 28 menstrual cycle, which one are the 2 days?
2 3 days.
After you finish Ujini,
Before, after? 3 days after. I mean,
so fertilization usually occurs in upper third of the tube after 24 hours after ovulation. And then the third one, I think it goes back 24 to 30 hours after fertilization. The male sperm and female egg chromosome material unite. Then we go to that's the implantation.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, clap hands for him. Yes. Ah, good. Anybody else? Zanvika? Can you, I think you have told about cell division already? Anybody in the team to continue? You are afraid or what? Continue. Mm. Tendai come. The first cell division. Let's do it fast because I wanted us to look at a number of things. Faster, please, gentlemen. Don't waste time. Yes. Thank you so much.
This is trying to tell us that the first episode division happens between 36 hours. And within those 36 hours, 2 cells are formed.
Thank you so much.
And the second.
Go ahead, please. Mind your own business, please. Mind your business.
Within 48 hours, 4 cells are formed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Wait, please. Go ahead. Thank you.
Within 3 days, the small compounds of 16 and 32 cells are formed. Within 4 days, they have a ball of 68 to 108 cells, which is okay when it reaches the 4th days, it's now called a blastocyte. And after 4 days, the inner cells of mass are still there.
Okay, thank you. Take your seat. Thank you so much. We are moving on. You know, we covered all these things, please. No need to. Yes? Somebody else? Yourself, come. Faster, please. Yeah? Go ahead, please. Yeah?
6 to 7 days, vessels attaching to the wall of the 10 to 14 days, vessels embedding into uterine wall and become implanted in it.
Yes. Okay. Implanted in it. Okay. 10 to 14 what? Days. Our friend was trying to combine the two, Gemini and the embryonic. All right? Yeah, so anyway, step by step. Step by step. Yeah, thank you for a good explanation, but I wanted to not to confuse yourself. We have to move from one step to another step. Embryonic period. What happens? Yeah. Come and stand here. Yourself. Faster, please. Yes, come and read and explain. Thank you so much. Can you come?
I'll just read the answer. The embryonic period of parental development that lasts from 2 to 8 weeks after conception.
Of what? Parental?
Or prenatal development that occurs from 2 to 8 weeks after conception. During the embryonic period, the rate of cell differentiation intensifies support systems for cell form and organs again. This period begins at the breast
There's O here. That's one. O here. Between T and C. Blasto.
oh,
Today, you say what? War. Okay. Anybody should stand, please. Anybody else? Thank you now. Let me see. Yeah. Can you stand, please? Stand here today, you are our teacher. We trust you very much. Please stand here. When you talk back before you start speaking, yes, speaking. Go ahead.
The ectoderm.
Ecto. Ectodem.
Ectoderm.
Yes.
The ectoderm is the outermost layer which will become the nervous system and brain, sensory
Receptors.
ears, nose, and eyes, for example, and skin parts, hair, and nails, for example. Every body part eventually develops from these three layers. The ectoderm primarily produces internal body parts. So this is when the embryo slowly turns into the fetus, where the nominal features come, like the ears, the nose, hair, and I think at this stage, I'm not sure. At this stage, that's when the gender of the unborn child is can be identified.
Well done.
Oh, I've done.
Well done.
Yes.
Good. I thought you were trying to run away.
let me ask.
Yes.
The ectoderm is the outermost layer. Does it mean the endoderm is the innermost layer?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
It must be so because it produces
yeah, I'm saying I don't know. That should be you because you have the notes. Thank you so much. So I'm grateful for you. Okay. Endodome is the outermost layer. Yeah? And this particular layer will become what? The nervous system and what? The brain. Then, not only that, sensory what? Receptors as well. By sensory receptors, we're talking about ears, alright? They're now forming, right? Nose, eyes, and the skin parts. Well, by skin parts, we're talking about hair, nails, and so forth and so on. So it is actually that endodome, which is the outermost layer, forming those areas. And think about a child. As I got in a way. Yeah. Every body part eventually develops from these three layers. We have endodome and ectodome, and this other one. What is it? Every body part develops from endodome, ectodome, and this another one. Anyway, maybe you not have meeting, but I will come across it. But so there are three what? Three layers, and all the parts of the child are full of these three areas. And then primarily produces internal body parts. And then internal parts. Ectoderm, which is almost there, forming those physically invisible organs, which are outside the body force. The mass of the cells is called an embryo, and the three layers of cells form. The embryo's endodome is the inner layer of what? Cells, which will develop into the digestive and the respiratory system, bones, muscles, excretory what? System, and then reproductive system. All these are formed from this layer, so called endowhat? Endodome, right? Remember, we're talking about the development of the child from conception. We are still in the womb of the mother. A child is developing. I think this one must be the third one. Now, mesoderm primarily produces that parts that surround internal areas, and the ectoderm primarily produces surface parts. So all the body organs are formed from three layers. Number one, endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. As the embryo's three layers form, life support systems for embryo develop rapidly. These support systems include the what? Amino, the umbilical cord, both of which develop from the fertilized what? Egg, no, the mother's what? Body and the what? Placenta. Oh, so you should read it this way. Yeah, umbilical cord, and what? The placenta. The amnion is like a bag or an envelope and contains clear fluid in which the developing embryo floats. So the embryo is in the bag or in the sac or an envelope. Right? Katumba nditu minimal fluid. Mwana manjoya minimal. It has this developing, right? Yeah, told you. The band is the vulnerable right? Then amniotic what? Fluid provides an environment that is temperature and humidity controlled, as well as shock proof. Shock proof. The umbilical cord contains two arteries and one vein and connects the baby to the what? Placenta. So this time when I'm calling for a place of nutrients or something yeah, so there must be arteries of course connecting. Wanayo mama yake through placenta baja. Eti? Okay, so many. The placenta was of a disc-shaped group of tissues in which small blood vessels from the mother and the offspring intertwine, but do not what? Join. That's evolution and development of the brain. Anybody in the team? Come. It's your turn now. Come and stand here. Say something fast, please. Faster, please, faster, please.
Please, I'm starting the young.
Evolution and development of the brain. One of the most remarkable aspects of prenatal period is the development of the brain. By the time babies are born, they have approximately 100 billion neurons or nerve cells which handle information processing at the cellular level in the brain. During prenatal development, neurons spend time moving to the right locations and are starting to become connected. So,
If you can, if you're not, no problem, assist. No problem. It was your turn. Anyway, step forward here, no problem. Maybe for more explanation, please. Thank you so much. One of the most remarkable aspects of prenatal period is the development of the brain. By the time babies are born, they have approximately 100 billion neurons. Neurons, in other words, we're talking about what? Nerve what? Cells, which handle information processing at the cellular level in the brain. During prenatal development, neurons spend time moving to the right locations and are starting to become Starting should be starting, not starting. T is missing here. Starting to become what? Connected. Simple as before. The base and texture of the human brain is assembled during the
First
two trimesters. So remember the trimesters. First trimester, the first 3 months, and then the second trimester, yes. So the first 2 trimesters of prenatal development. The base and texture of the human brain is assembled during the first 2 trimesters of prenatal development. In typical development, the 3rd trimester of prenatal development and the first 2 years of postnatal life. Postnatal life, yes. What is it? Postnatal life. Kaya? Someone saying Kaya. Postnatal life, After birth, thank you so much. Please clap us for yourself. Yes. Yeah. Postnatal life. So, in typical development, the 3rd trimester of prenatal development and the first 2 years of postnatal life are characterized by what? Connectivity and the functioning of what? Neurons. The neurons get connected and they start what? Function. Get it? As the human embryo develops in the mother's womb, what happens? The nervous system begins forming as a long, whole tube located on the embryo's back or back.
Not big.
Back, yeah. There's nothing to say back. Yeah. Okay. This pear-shaped neural tube, which forms about 18 to 24 days after conception, develops out of what? Ectoderm. Please remember those 3 areas, 3 layers. Ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. Alright? These are the areas, the layers whereby you see all the parts or organs or the what? Child or embryo, alright, forming. Or rather, these 3 they develop into different what? Parts of the organs of the child. The tube causes at the top and bottom ends about 24 days afterward conception. So somebody wants to do it? I don't know.
Yes.
See. Two birth, come on. Two birth difference related to a failure of the neural tube to close are number 1. Encephalon, and spinal bifida. These are defects, birth defects. Alright?
Yeah.
The highest region of the brain fails to develop when fetuses have what? This particular
Anencephaly.
which is what?
Which is
It's what? Birth what?
defect.
Defect. One with a birth defect. Okay. Or when the head end of a neural tube fails to close, and they must die in the womb during childbirth or shortly after birth. Spinal bifida results in varying degrees of paralysis of the lower limbs. Yes, the faster please. Time is gone. But something else. In relation to spinal, the figure usually need assistive devices such as and then okay. Pregnant women can help to prevent tube defects by taking what? Amount of the B vitamin for what? Acid. If one of us together, so we are cruising. In a normal pregnancy, once the tube has closed, a massive proliferation of new immature neurons begins to take place about what? The prenatal week and continues throughout the remainder of the prenatal what? Period. The generation of new neurons is called neuro what? Neuro what? Genesis. At the end of the neurogenesis, it is estimated that as many as 200,000 neurons are being generated every minute. And approximately 6 to 24 weeks after conception, neuronal migration occurs. That is, you see neurons migrating from one area to another area. This involves cell moving outward from their point of origin to either appropriate what? Locations. And creating the what? Different levels, structures, and regions of the brain. Brain has different regions, parts, and so forth and so on. Repair, and so forth and so on. Once a cell has migrated to its target destination, it must mature and develop a more complex structure. At about 23 prenatal weeks, connections between neurons begin to occur. A process that continues what? Natally. Brain development. That was evolution of the brain development itself, the brain itself. Evolution, you look where you come from one particular point to another point, another point, another point. Think about which circle? Yeah, butterfly, right? The way butterfly develops, right? From one particular stage to another stage, up until it becomes what? An adult. Yeah, so in the like manner, the brain develops from one stage to another stage. Yeah, you see something happening at one particular period of time, then, yes. Okay. The brain development. At birth, the newborn's brain is about 25% of its weight. Should be its, not it. Its weight. By the second birthday, that's 2 years, right? The brain is about 75% of its adult weight. However, the brain areas do not mature uniformly. The rate of development differs.
Okay. I have a question. The newborn's brain is about 25% of its weight. Fine. By the second birthday, would it have developed by 50%, making 75, leaving 25? Would you not want to develop after, or is it 25%, 25 making it 100?
By the same method, the brain is about 75% of its adult weight.
So by then it would have developed by 50 only, making it 25 plus 50, 75,
I think that's mathematics we are talking about.
right?
That's calculations we make.
Yes, I'm guessing so. So meaning by the second you're already at 75, then you develop the rest of the 25 as you grow. Or there's another explanation for that.
I don't know, but this was a told and what we know normally. Usually that's what we know.
So then to conclude, we just say the other 25 develops. Since somebody does not mature uniformly.
Yeah. We're talking about those parts
Yeah,
of the brain,
parts, yeah.
all right? Or the individual, they're not developing uniformly, meaning they are different rates for the development of those parts and regions.
But a normal brain should have developed by 75% at the age of 2.
But of course, when we are talking about awareness and knowing like that, we are saying those parts, they don't develop at the same rate.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just wanted to conclude.
Well, however, the brain's areas do not mature. Yes, thank you. Okay. Let me tell you something. I think we talked about there's I think the work. We talked about what place, the parts of the brain, right? The many parts. We talk about cerebellum and what? Cerebellum. So it's a cerebellum which has two what? Hemispheres, right? It is a brain, part of the brain is cerebellum, and there's a line of demarcation. This side there's and then you have each hemisphere is eventually divided into 4 main ones. Eh? Yes. Let me do this for somebody to comprehend or understand what I'm trying to talk about. The brain for me. Is it where it's now?